Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Owl House Season 1 Episode 10, Escape of the Palisman, and this is the mid-season finale. And I'm actually going to be posting this review earlier in the day than I thought because I have time, so that's pretty great. And this is going to be the mid-season finale, so this coming week on the 11th is going to be Amphibia that week, and the week of the 18th is also going to be Amphibia. Then the week after is going to be Big City Greens, and the first week of June is going to be Big City Greens. So next month is when I'm going to come back to the Owl House because I'm halfway done through season 1. I'm going to take a break with this, go back to Amphibia, then Big City Greens, and I'm actually going to reach the midway point of Amphibia also with season 1, so that's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, so this is gonna be the last of the Owl House for like a while. But so this is the mid-season finale. So all right, let's get started. So and this is kind of pretty cool. This is actually like the beginning of the episode, like straight away. So that's pretty interesting. And this is the sleigh ground, founded by the Bonesboro Department of Parks and Rec. Do you remember Parks and Recreation show? And you see these two kids playing in the sandbox with these tentacles, and this kid with like snot hanging from his nose. He was in the was a Teenage Abomination episode, and the guy with the teeth and Lost in Language episode, he's like behind a pillar, and you see like Luce and Ida in the bench. And all bloodthirsty monsters must be leashed. And I kind of like it how Edith's just sitting there, and Lisa's like, "Oh, well, what if he get hurt? What if he gets hurt? Like, what if the other kids are mean to him? And all my parental instincts are going out the roof." And he's like, "Oh, King will be fine." And just look at him, and King is just trying to climb up the slide. I find it funny. And Lucy's like, "Well, I guess he's having fun. Oh, he's so cute." And King's just trying to climb up the slide. "Oh, you can do it." And he did it. And oh, this throne is worthy of a tyrant. It's this tiny slide. He's like, "Oh, bow, you naughty underlings, bow." And they're like, "Okay." And then this snot guy, King's like, "Yes, appease your master." And then he's like, and this kid's like, "Oh, slides are not for standing, they're for sliding. I'll show you how." And just push them. And then he's like, "Oh, Ida, like that kid is being mean to me. Like, I want you to go blow him up."
I want you to go over there and blow him up. Kaboom! Kaboom! Yeah, I'm not using Albert to blow up a 5-year-old.
You're basically, "I want to go blow him up." And so, yeah, I'm not using Albert like to go blow up a 5-year-old. Like, he has better things to do. And like, he's giving little tummy scratches. And Lisa, "Oh, what a sweetie. Like, where'd you get him?" Get him, I made him. Like, I made him from a ancient tree. And he's my Palisman, basically, which is familiar, and we're bounded for life. And then he's like, "Oh, I annihilate anyone who try to hurt him," which is not good, but like, she's protective. And then King's like, "Okay, fine, I'll just deal with this myself." And like, vengeance by my own hand will be even much more sweeter. And then the kid's like, "Oh, I'm gonna play tag with you," and then just push them down. Oh, jeez. And and then you just like, "Oh, King's squeak of rage," and his like squeak of rage. And this is my first complaint of the episode, where we've seen King get mad before, but maybe because he's never gotten this mad before. But I mean, the squeak of rage is funny, but we've seen him get mad before. He's never done this, so
He's like a little tea kettle.
he's like a little tea kettle. And then Lucy knows that, oh, what was this under Albert's foot? And he's like, oh, no, this is his interlock, so he only fits under my staff. Like, they all Palismans have these. And this is interesting, where it's like when she turned around to see Luce again, and she's like, oh, like, Luce, like, where'd you go? And you kind of see this very gray, and the bench and the staff, basically goes away. And she's like Luce, and she's like freaking out. And then Luce is like, Ida, wake up. And Ida's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And we don't know how long she's been passed out, but maybe it's like for like a few minutes. And Ida's like, oh my god, the curse. We gotta go home. And then Luce is like, oh, come on, King. And he's like, no, 5 more minutes, please. And he's like, no, King, now. And he's like, okay, fine. I'm gonna finish you later. And he's like, oh yeah, let's hang out really soon. Basically, let's play again. And then he goes in for a hug. And gives a hug, and oh no, he's touching me. Which is funny. And this is the end of this clip. But basically we get home, and he just like falls on the couch. And basically Luce is like, oh Ida, we can stay home and take care of you, and I'm gonna dress up King like a little doctor. And he's like, what? And he's like, oh, like, don't worry about it. And Luce is like, how did you even get this curse anyway? And she's like, I don't know. It's like, you don't know? It's like, look, someone a long time ago put this curse on me, and I don't care because I'm fine, okay? And she obviously isn't. And he's like, and she's like, why are you even worrying about me? Like, don't you have to go to, like, hang out with Tweedledee and Tweedledum? Oh yeah, I got some Willow. Yeah, they want me to go see like a Grudgeby game, Hexhead versus Glandis, and she has this fake spirit where it's like, oh, how dare that Glandis face us, whoever they are. And it's like, oh, since when are you into sports? Since I got something like called Hexside Pride. And is it, don't worry about me, just go hang out with friends. Like, oh, okay, just rest. And then she's like, oh, you're like, bye King. She gives him a look, cause like, don't spend too much time plotting revenge. That little kid will face my wrath. So she's gonna go to the Grudgeby game. And I know this is a little change of scenery because and this is kind of getting close to like the end of the episode, but I'm gonna go back where I left off. Just wanted to change, the clips. But basically, Lucy's gonna go to the Grudgeby game, and she goes to Hexside, and basically she's all like, oh, little, hey friends, we're gonna win. And it's like, is it weird that I'm not wearing Hexside colors? No, it's weird that you're wearing Glandis colors, like purple and white. And then with this big guy is like, oh, we're gonna crush you, Glandis nerd. Is no, I'm a Hexside nerd. And either like, I'm gonna go, where can I get some Hexside colors? And okay, go to Lost and Found. Oh, okay. And then Willow's wearing like a baseball cap. The witch world should be different from the human world, so it's at 90 right now. Like, come on, like, do something different. It's just a baseball cap, and the game's not even baseball, but whatever. So she goes to the Lost and Found, and then she has these pom poms and kind of like a cheerleading outfit, and she tries to do a split. Oh my god! And he's like, "Oh wait, no, come back! Why didn't you guys go in the bus? Like their version of a bus. It's like a dragon. And it's like, oh, we wanted to wait for you." And then Gus is like, yeah, he's so disappointed. He's like, okay, can we walk there? We could, but we'll miss the game. I asked my parents to ride their staff, but they're working right now. And Liz is like, oh yeah, but staffs can fly. You eat as a staff. We can go ask her. Oh, okay. back to the B plot, and King's like, "Hey, Ida, I got a great plan to get back at that kid." And this is fire. Oh, I know, this may be too um graphic, but like, let me just break it down to you. And Ida is kind of sort of in the owl demon form, where she's a full owl beast, but she has a one eye, this regular Ida eye. So and the Ida's about to like attack him, and King's like, "No, no, stop!" And then she stops and come over here, and then she goes over there, and it's like, oh, this is interesting because you notice the eye too. I guess since she's not fully in the owl demon form, she's like prone to suggestion. Oh, forget fire! I got a great weapon right here. And then he also says that like in case you go rogue on me, like I'm gonna have this like elixir with me, which King, this is a really bad idea. She can kill kids in this beast form. Like don't do that. Well, anyway, 85 beast King's a dummy. And basically Luce is like, oh, like oh, is he up? And it's like, no, and then like. And then she's like, "Wah!" And it's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, I want to ask her if I can borrow the staff. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. But no, I can't just take it without asking." And then she does a little growl. And, oh, there's your permission. There you go. It's like, oh, okay, fine. And I just think it's funny where King's like, oh, close call. And Lucy's like, what? And then, oh, nothing. And Lucy like, finally leaves. And he's like, oh, close call. So, King, lying to Luce. He's at 80 right now. Come on. But he's like, oh, now time for revenge, and Ida's kind of eating a chair. I guess it's like a not an owl thing. These owls don't eat random things. They eat like grains and worms and stuff. But I guess maybe it's like a demon thing. Okay. And basically like I'm gonna take this elixir with me in case to go rogue. Okay, come on, let's go. And Luce has like the staff, and he's like, oh, this is Albert, and Will and guy's like, aw, and it's okay, we're just gonna help friends. They go to a game, and then they all go on Edith's staff, and he's like, all right, let's fly, and they fly up, and okay, and then he's like, oh, step on Albert, and kind of where you kind of slap a horse's butt, like, no, Luce, don't do that, and Albert like goes haywire, and basically they crash. They're bouncing off of trees, and Albert like smashes into a tree and he cracks his head, and Luce's like get up kind of goes off. Basically, her like jacket kind of like she was like stuck in a branch, so they kind of fell off her. And then like Albert like, oh my god, like you just cracked my head, and Albert, oh Albert, I'm sorry, and he just ran away because when animals are threatened, they run off, and it's like, oh no, and like Will's like, no, that's a very dangerous force, Luce, we can't go in there. Like, I gotta go get Albert back. Eden needs him back. I can't just let him go, and they're gonna go in there. Okay. Back to the said a 75 Luce, like it's kind of probably, maybe you're gonna thinking like, well, in episode 1 Ida did the same thing, but that was in episode 1 when Warden Wrath was trying to kill Luce, so Ida wanted to get Luce out of there because Warden Wrath was gonna kill her. So in that dangerous situation, Albert needed to go fast. This is just a game, not life threatening, so no, Luce is in the wrong here. So 75. But anyway, B plot, King has this wearing this armor thing. Is this a box, and he has a flag of himself. Okay, and he's like, oh, like you little children, like I'm gonna give you 2 options: bow before me and eat it as growls. And then the teeth guys say, oh no, a monster, and they just running off. And then the little kid with the sign is scared out of his mind. He's like, yeah, it's a beast, and he's like, oh my god, and he's like, oh, you get off my throne. He obviously does. And he's like, oh yes, I'm in charge now. And then Ida starts like eating the slide. And he's like, oh, like hey, don't eat the throne. Back to the A plot where Luce, Willow, and Gus are going in this big cave. They're going, they're crunching and stuff, and Will's like, oh, we're crunching on a lot of twigs, and Luce is like, those are not twigs, Will, they're bones. No, but don't look down. And then they hear something, and it's the Bat Queen's babies, and it's like, oh, these are the Bat Queen's babies, and then we see Albert. He's like, oh, Albert, he's like, oh, come back, and he just goes behind the Bat Queen, and we see the Bat Queen there, and and you know what's going on here? I forgot. Do we go to the B plot yet, or yeah, I think so. Where no, not yet, right? No, no, no. Basically saying the like, oh, like, hey, the like, you know, Bat Queen, like, thank you for taking care of Albert because you know he ran off, like you know, it's good to see you again, and he's like, yeah, I can take him back now, but he's like no, and, what? And he's like, you know, he told me everything, and he just do this eye glove thing, and and you know basically like you know basically he told me everything, basically what Liz said. It cracked his head, and it said, no, Albert, I didn't mean to hurt you, and then let me prove myself to him. And it's like, okay, you have to face my trials, and oh, okay, what's this? And we'll mention like, oh, the Bat Queen's famous for her impossible trials. And it was like, okay, it's not gonna be like the trials of Hercules, but they're gonna be pretty difficult. And it's not where she has like to milk the spider cow and get rid of these wasp, and clean the babies. Like these are the impossible trials. I thought it was gonna be much cooler, but no, it's not. So it's at 70 right now because why add the information of the Bat Queen famous? It doesn't make any sense. It would have been funny if we actually got 3 big trials. Maybe she had to fight off a monster with like a sword or something. Maybe solve a riddle on like with a sphinx or something. This possible riddle like Luce had to figure out. Like, oh, what is it? And the third one had to be something else, and maybe there was like a little gag where it's like, oh, do another one. You have to clean my babies. It would have been funny as a gag where, oh, they're cute now. Oh, they're scary. And then back to the B plot where Edith is eating the swing, and King's like stop the demolishing the throne, and he kicks her, and she's gonna attack him. Like, oh no, and oh, okay, this is a stupid idea. Like, yeah, you think King just throws Edith the elixir, she eats it, and okay, turn back to Edith. It's not working. Uh-oh. And basically he falls to like on the rope kids climb on, and then his leg gets tied, and you know animal control shows up, and it was like, oh cool, we're gonna get like a fight scene. Maybe Edith is gonna use her claws, maybe she's gonna fly away, like a chase scene down the town. No, the net looks cool how they all work together. It's the same guys in Hootie's movie Hassel, the guy with the eye patch, and you know he's like, we didn't kill those kids and get the house. This is the only job we can get. So happy faces, and they use the net to trap her. Yeah, that's fine, but give us a fight season. So you know, it's at 65 right now because come on, like I was expecting a fight scene or at least chase her. But nope. And basically, you know, King is basically trying to like untie himself. Wait, am I messing it up or? Okay, so they trap Ida, then we get back to this scene. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not getting it wrong. And is it okay, Bat Queen? Like I did all you asked. And there's a recurring gag where Gus, like they do 3 times where Gus like tries to get out and he just gets retied. I thought that was funny. It's okay, Bat Queen. I did all your trials. And, you know, give Albert back. I proved myself to you. Like, you know, I'm really sorry for what I did. Taking responsibility. Okay. And you know, Albert's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, no. You know, oh, what's this about? Just look at her crack in his head. And he's like, oh, you have to face, um, you have to face me. And oh my gosh, she looks scary. And Lucy's like, ah. And they basically, she's chasing him, and like, she releases Will and Gus, like, okay, like, this is getting out of hand. And then the Batwing babies are gonna like prevent Willow and Gus from helping, and Gus is like, I'll fight them off with my flags, and it seems funny, but I'm gonna actually get back to the scene in the second half of season 1 where, and I could reveal the episode title because I'm gonna do a whole video on the other episode titles for season 1, but I'm gonna talk about Gus's flags. But it is kind of funny that it's a bad plan, and Lucy's trying to dodge the Bat Queen, going in the trees, and the Bat Queen so together. Albert's trying to help her, to get out of the restraints, and she gets like tied in these vines, and she's using the staff to hold the Bat Queen back, and she sees like an interlock, and then she sort of pushes her back a little, and it's like, wait, Bat Queen, like you belong to someone, you were a Palisman. We get back to the B plot where King gets loose, and I gotta help Ida, and I just wanna play this clip right here.
Destroyed you. The throne belongs to me now. Over my dead body! Ida! Yes, leave and forfeit your reign!
So I guess King has like a rival now. This guy like is kind of demonic. He's like, oh, your kingdom has fallen. Like, you could go help Ida, you have to give up your throne. Okay. And he's like, you does the right thing. The throne I shall. Okay, good on you, King. So I guess like this kid owns the slide now, I guess. It's kind of like a crossing thing. It's like a snail. And like, Ida's in there. And like I said, she has that eye. And King just gets in there. He's like, oh, Ida, like, I'm sorry. I want to use your strength because I felt weak. I just want you to recognize me so we can turn back. And and King's like, oh, she likes my rage squeal, and he does it, and Ida's like laughing. I guess it's like a family familiarity, and like she turns back into Ida. And it's like, oh, what happened? And and King's like, oh, Ida, and like she's like, hugged King, and then I'm like, aw, and she's like, what happened? And it's like, okay, so I went to your room, and you were in the Albies form, and then I woke up here. And he's like, okay, that's a lie, but whatever, we're gonna get out of here. Yes, please. And they're just driving, and she blew up the place, and she's like, hey lady, have you seen a beast that looks like you? And she's like, I don't know, is it a lady? Look at this.
You were once a Palisman, weren't you?
Yes, I was once part of a grand stuff. A stuff made for a giant.
I'm gonna try not to play too many clips, but like yes, I was part of a grand staff for a giant, but my owner either died or abandoned me. They've forgotten. And they say, oh, so that's why you're protective of Albert. It's like, no, I protect all. And she does the eye glow thing, and they say, oh, look at that. And she's like, oh my god. And then there's this bird, a snake, and a frog, and a dragonfly and a monkey, and having interlocks. And it's like, I protect the lost and the forgotten. And she's like, I understand, but Albert has a home. He has an owner. And you can't keep him. It's like, I'm sorry, you can't have him back. And it's like, no, I'm not gonna let you kidnap him. And he's like, no, he's not going with you. Then Luce doesn't know any spells. That's why I'm saying she should learn a second spell, but whatever. But Albert goes in front of them, does the eye glow thing with the Bat Queen. He's like, oh, you care for her. And yeah. Just a little like snuggles, and Bat Queen's like, okay, fine, you can take them, and to take your friends. And basically, Luce is like, hey, Bat Queen, what happened to your owner? And it's like, it's been 1,000 years. Like, I've forgotten. And he's like, well, if you want to learn the truth, I'll help you. And she's like, thank you. I'm gonna just leave it like that. And, because she's like, thank you, and we meet up with home. Luce and Albert are on the couch. He's like, oh, welcome to the Boo Boo Buddy Club. Albert says, now it's Luce, King, Hootie, and Albert, part of the Boo Boo Buddies Club. And Albert's like, yay. And Ida's like, oh, what a day. Albert, what are you doing off my staff? And he's like, told Ida, like, through owl speak. Luce took me to get ice cream. And he's like, yeah, well, that's a lie. Well, but I'm too tired. And like, I basically don't care. She, basically Albert goes on Luce's shoulder and says, okay, we just keep this between us. And Albert, like, agrees. And Ida goes to her room and she's, like, coughing and she coughed off that swing. Like, oh, when did I eat this? And she's looking at the elixir, looking at a reflection of herself, like, the curse is getting worse and the elixir is not working. This isn't good. And end of the mid-season finale. So it's, 65% of 100, be 6 out of 10. Not really great for a mid-season finale, but, it didn't fail, but, wasn't really average either. The whole thing with King lying to Luce, and Luce slapping Albert around, the trials not being great, there's no fight scene with the animal control guys. I like the whole thing about the Bat Queen protecting all the Palisman. She was a Palisman, and, Luce is gonna help the Bat Queen in some way. Maybe season 1, maybe season 2. But overall, it didn't fail. It just couldn't fix a lot of stuff. And the whole plot device with the whole squeak thing, the squeak rage thing. But whatever. But yeah, this is it for like the Owl House for a while, for like a month. Like in the second week of June is when I'm gonna get back to it. But next week I'm gonna do Amphibia, yay! For all of you who like Amphibia, and everyone, this is the first half of season 1 completed, and everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday for Amphibia, season 1, episode 7. Bye.